Hi guys, it's Stock Curry, and before we get into today's video, I have a correction from yesterday's video. Yesterday, when I uploaded my video, I completely overlooked the fact that SEC Rule 002 was being approved on an accelerated basis. Now, the rule was actually approved today. So what that means is rather than the normal 30 to 90 day wait like most SEC rules go through, in SEC Rule 002 and also the corresponding Rule 801 will actually go into effect this Wednesday, June 23rd. So I apologize about making that mistake. I know a lot of you guys called me out on it in the comments, and I appreciate that. So I wanted to make that correction today and let you know that the rule is actually going to go into effect this Wednesday. Okay, for today's video, we have got to talk about this major cryptocurrency crash. We have been avoiding cryptocurrencies for a while, but it absolutely made news headlines today. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about why cryptocurrencies crashed, but more importantly, we're going to talk about whether or not now is the time to sell. And in full disclosure, I did sell my short-term cryptocurrencies today, but I held my long-term cryptocurrencies. The other thing we're going to talk about today is stocks. I've got a bunch of different stock picks for you guys. We're also going to talk about a few stocks that you requested in the comments, including TRCH and WISH. Now, for those of you guys who are new to this channel, my name is Stock Curry. I used to work as an analyst for some large investment banks, and now I analyze stock picks from the top 10 YouTubers. Each day, I give you the cliff notes from every single stock pick from the top 10 YouTubers. I also give you my analysis on those stock picks, and if any stock I talk about today piques your interest, please make sure to listen to who I say talked about that stock and then go watch their video to get the full details on what they said. Now, all I ask for putting all of this together for you guys is that you hit that like button, subscribe, click the bell icon, and then click all so that you can get notified when I release my next video. In fact, I'll give you 5 seconds to do that right now. Alright, before we get into today's stock picks, I just want to remind everyone that I am not a financial advisor and none of the YouTubers I analyze are financial advisors either. Nothing I talk about today is a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold. These are just my opinions, which may or may not be accurate. Please do your own research before investing in any asset. Okay, before we get into the stock picks, I just want to talk about the markets overall real fast. Obviously, we had a massive green day today with the S&P up 1.43%, the Dow up 1.75%, the Nasdaq was up 0.8%, but the Russell 2000 was also up another 2%. It was massively green. Now, despite all of that, quite a few of the high growth stocks were actually red today. And that's interesting because it's kind of like a blip in the normal trend that we've been seeing lately. So I'm not sure if this is a rebound where banking stocks and energy stocks are going to start going back up and high growth stocks are going to start going back down, or if this was just some sort of blip and we're going to return back to normal starting on Tuesday. But either way, it is very interesting to see. I don't really have any predictions for Tuesday because honestly today was really unexpected for me. So let's just get right into our stock and crypto picks. First up is BTC, and this is Bitcoin. Cryptocurrencies were down significantly today after China extended their crackdown on cryptocurrency mining. China extended their crackdown to the southwestern province of Sichuan on Sunday. China ordered a halt on all cryptocurrency mining, which has now shut down more than 90% of China's Bitcoin mining capacity. An estimated 65% of all Bitcoin mining is done in China. So this is a huge blow to crypto. So is now the time to sell? Well, it's really hard to say because there are some indicators that this might be the bottom. There are also some indicators that crypto might drop further. Personally, I sold my short-term crypto, but I am keeping my long-term crypto. The one thing that I am sure of is that I don't want to be buying any crypto right now because I don't want to try and catch a falling knife. If you go back and watch my crypto winter video that I uploaded a few weeks ago, I gave you my reasons why I thought Bitcoin could drop as low as $12,500 before bottoming out. So I remain long-term bullish on crypto, but I am short-term bearish. Next up is ETH, and this is Ethereum. StockMo said that although he is down over $100,000 on Ethereum, he plans to buy more ETH. ETH just broke below nearly all levels of support. The next level of support isn't until the 300-day EMA at around $1,650. And as you can see, Ethereum wasn't the only coin dropping today. Bitcoin was down 10%, Cardano was down 15%, XRP was down 20%, and Dogecoin was down a massive 34%, all the way down to 18 cents a coin. I thought I was wrong when I put out that crypto winter video, but now it's looking like I may have been correct. ETH is down about 57% from highs as of the recording of this video. All of that said, Ethereum options expiry is this Friday, June 25th. The last time ETH options expired, ETH jumped 60% in the 2 weeks after expiry. So StockMo is hoping something like that happens again starting on Saturday. Okay, let's get into our stock picks. And first up is AMC. This is AMC Movie Theaters. Technically, AMC is at a key level here. We have 4 bearish signals, including the RSI dropping, the MACD histogram dropping, the MACD about to form a death cross, and the fact that AMC went below the upward trend line today. On the bullish side, the candle stayed above all of the EMAs today, bouncing right off of the 10-day EMA, and the candle closed right at the upward trend line. We are also maintaining this upward ascending triangle, which is bullish. So the EMAs are bullish, even though the RSI and MACD are bearish. This is known as a technical divergence, and divergence often points to a weakening of the current trend and may lead to the price changing direction. But it needs to be noted that divergence does not always lead to a change in direction of the trends. Whether AMC continues its upward trend or changes and starts trending downward tomorrow is really going to depend upon whether retail investors hold and buy more AMC on Tuesday or if they panic and sell. Short sellers have been loading up on AMC over the past few days, trying to push the stock price down. Short interest has skyrocketed, and now there are only 600,000 shares left available to borrow. That is down significantly from the 2.9 million last week. Now, what's really interesting is that the average short borrow fee is only 1.37%. What that tells me is that lenders of these shares are confident that the price of AMC will go down, and therefore they see their risk is low, which in turn is causing them to give a low borrow fee. Well, I for one would really like to prove these short sellers and lenders wrong. I will tell you personally, I am holding, although I did buy a put option today to hedge against a possible downturn in the stock. If that put option goes into the money, I plan to use the profits to buy more AMC. Keenan Grace also said that he plans to sell his AMC call. Now, regarding mainstream media FUD, Keenan Grace showed us another article that was published today by the Motley Fool. They said AMC's valuation was out of line with its fundamentals. Well, of course it is. That's not the point of this movement. They also said that AMC might dilute equity shareholders. In other words, they might do another share offering. But this is 100% false information. As we all know, AMC is out of shares to sell. They cannot do any more share offerings without shareholder approval to increase the number of authorized shares. Okay, next up is CHPT. This is the largest charging station company in North America with 73% of the total market share. Keenan Grace let us know that CHPT announced that they are offering integrated fleet management services. The idea is for CHPT to be a full-service charging provider to owners of fleets of EVs, in addition to just providing charging stations for anyone to use. The announcement was made a few days ago, so this isn't breaking news, but it should help CHPT grow in the future. Next up is DKNG. This is DraftKings, and they're an online sports betting company. StockMo reiterated that DKNG is one of the best stocks to buy now. Yesterday, I talked about how the MACD had formed a death cross on Thursday, and how I thought DKNG would continue dropping a little bit further, probably down to around $45 or $46 before bottoming out. I think that's still a possibility, so we'll just have to wait and see. For a long-term hold, it really doesn't matter if you buy DKNG at 45 or 49. This is just a great long-term hold stock. Okay, let's talk about HLLPF, which got absolutely clobbered today. This is HLLPF, and HLLPF was down over 14% today after China cracked down on cryptocurrency mining. HLLPF had purchased a Dogecoin and Litecoin mining facility recently, and they had hoped to allow users of their platform to lease the machines and keep the profits from their mining activities. But with most or all of their mining machines shut down, that now looks like it might not happen. HLLPF does have interest in the Middle East though, so it's possible for them to move their mining machines to the Middle East. I'm not sure how that will affect HLLPF's ability to bank in China though, since China is also working with banks to crack down on crypto trading and banning financial institutions from providing crypto-related services. This has certainly created a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt, or FUD, when it comes to HLLPF. But sometimes you just need to step back and look at the bigger picture. HLLPF has continued to grow revenues without their cryptocurrency mining operations. Just based upon the revenues alone, HLLPF should be a $2 stock. So even if HLLPF isn't able to use their crypto miners, I'm still bullish on the company long term. I have not sold any shares, and I'm currently thinking about buying more. Technically, HLLPF bounced right off of the 300-day EMA today, and the RSI is now down to 23, which is significantly oversold. I do expect HLLPF to bounce and start going back up here soon. Next up is NIO. This is NIO, and they're a Chinese EV manufacturer. Stockmo said he would be buying more NIO. He still thinks NIO will get to $100 by the end of next year. I agree that NIO is a good long-term hold. In the short term, the technicals are starting to show signs of turning bearish, with the RSI starting to flatten out and the MACD histogram dropping. I would not be surprised to see a pullback in NIO this week, possibly down to the 200-day EMA at around $38. I did sell an NIO option last week, and I'm looking to buy another one once NIO bottoms out from this upcoming pullback. If you are considering buying NIO stock, I will give you a buy-enter price of $41.50, an ideal buy-in price of $38, and a stop-loss price of $30. Next up is PLUG. This is Plug Power. They're a hydrogen fuel cell manufacturer. Stockmo reiterated that PLUG is one of the best stocks to buy now. Yesterday, I talked about how the technicals are bearish on PLUG, but if this after-hours price action can maintain itself through the open on Tuesday, then that will change and the technicals will actually turn bullish again. So keep your eye on PLUG. Technically, this could go either way. Earnings are scheduled for Tuesday before the open, and I think PLUG will make a great day trade on Tuesday, and it also remains a great long-term hold. Next up is RIDE. This is Lordstown Motors. They're an EV manufacturer that is struggling financially and still does not have a working factory. On Monday, Tom Nash let us know that the top executives from RIDE apparently sold shares on the open market before news of bad financials and misreporting of pre-sales was made known. If that turns out to be true, this is illegal insider trading. The SEC is now investigating and has issued 2 new subpoenas. So it's just more bad news for RIDE. As I said previously, it does look like RIDE will be out of business within the next 2 years. You might want to consider RIDE for a long-term short. Okay, now let's get to your 2 stock picks, which were listed in the comment section yesterday. The first one is TRCH. This is Torchlight Energy Resources. TRCH is another Reddit stock that went parabolic today. Today's rise was in no way news, technical, or fundamentally related. This is pure Reddit buying. Fundamentally, TRCH should be trading at around $5 a share, so I do expect TRCH to drop back down to $5 at some point in the next few weeks. TRCH has a 24% short interest according to Ortex, so it looks like some of today's run-up may have been a short squeeze. It's hard to say how high TRCH will go before topping out, since there are no technical or fundamental data to back up the current run-up. So if you're playing TRCH, I would just be careful, because it's impossible to say where this will top out, and this stock will most likely fall just as fast as it went up. And last, we have WISH. This is Wish, and they're an e-commerce website. Last time I talked about WISH, I let you know that it had become Wall Street Bet's next target. Today, WISH became Wall Street Bet's #1 most talked about stock, and you can see how the share price rose significantly today. There's nothing fundamentally or technically interesting about WISH, it's just rising because people on Wall Street Bets are buying it. Now, WISH was undervalued significantly before this most recent run-up, but it now has only a 31% upside to the average analyst price target of $17.75. By the way, if you want access to tip ranks, I have a link for tip ranks down in the description of this video. There is a sale coming up on tip ranks, so if you've been thinking about upgrading your portfolio to the Ultimate or some other package, just give me a few more days because I'll let you know what the upcoming sale is and you'll be able to get a really nice discount on it. For now though, you can just sign up for free and check it out. There's no cost to sign up. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video and got a lot out of it. Comment down below what your thoughts are on cryptocurrencies right now. And if you want to get some free stocks, you can sign up for Webull using my link in the description below. When you sign up and deposit just $100, Webull's going to give you 2 free stocks worth up to $2,300. They're also going to give me 1 free stock, so it helps you out and it also helps the channel out. Finally, remember to hit that like button, subscribe, and click the bell icon if you haven't already. I hope you have a lot of success trading, and I will see you tomorrow.